Storybird is a really simple tool for you to use, for your students to use to create stories. So basically digital storytelling. To open an account, you can do that for free, by signing in. And the way you can use it is under Studio, you can you can create different classes. So far, I only have one class. I'm teaching one section of Spanish 102. But if you want to create more classes, you just have to click here and select Add a Class. Notice that there's also a blog, and there's also this section with print and download. These are the only fees that you would have if you wanted to do that. I was trying to download the story of one of my students, and the cost is really not that much. It's $2.99. But if you wanted to print out the stories of all your students, then the price reduces as much as 20 cents. So going back to the classes tab, notice that I have a review section with my students, their username, and also the last time that they modified any of their works. There's also student tab. I'm sorry, going back to the review page. In order for you to have your students enroll, you have to give them a code. Now, this code comes once you create the class, and always be sure to ask your students to create an account as a student. Otherwise, they won't be able to see the assignments that you create. So under students, you can manage your students, you can add or invite students. There are two ways that you can do it. One is you can just give them the address, and the students can do it by themselves. Or you can give them a personalized invitation, which it looks something like this. So basically it just gives the students the steps and also the code for the class they need to enroll. Okay, and there's also a parents tab. So if you wanted to have parents involved, or at least to check on your students' works, you would follow a similar procedure. They would create an account as parents, and then they would also need the code, your class code. Under assignments is where you create assignments and where you can see your assignments. Right now I just have one, and notice that you can see when the due date is and that I have 40 submissions. To create an assignment, you simply go to create assignment, enter a name, a description, but notice that you only have 500 letters that you can type. Media, which is optional. It could be another storyboard if you want your students to write based on one of the stories that you told them, or a video or others. You can also upload an image. You can also allow them to select designs, drawings from all the drawings that are available for free that people have created. Or you can select a specific artist, but here you would have to add the link to that specific artist or specific tag. For the format, there are 3 different formats. The students can create poems or picture books, or long form books, which gives you the option of creating chapters. And then finally you would select a due date and then save as an assignment. So to show you an example, this is what the students will see: the title of the assignment, the instructions, very short, when it's due, and then the students would click do this assignment. And after this, you can watch the video that's above for students to see how to create stories. going back to assignments. Okay, I'm sorry. Here you can see all the assignments that my students have submitted. You can see them by title, by student. Okay. Okay. And then the way you grade them is actually very simple, I would say, because you can give grades such as A, B, C, and then you can also add comments. I'm trying to find where that section is for grading. I don't see it right now. I didn't grade on a Storybird because I use Springboard, so I actually have my rubric there. Okay, yes. So then you would have to be review stories to grade them. And then you would be able to see when students started, when they ended, and when they finally publish it for you to see it. Notice that you can have letter grades, like I mentioned, or numeric, and you can add your own notes. And in my case, it's easier for me to just read the story in this form and then go through the story like that, per slide, or go back. And normally on the rubric on Springboard, I would write a lot of corrections on spelling, conjugations, etc. Okay, and so if you wanted to create a storyboard for your class, then you would just go to create, and you would follow the same procedure as the students in the video that is below this, above this one. If you want to explore what is available, then you can just go to read, and you would be able to find and see all the stories that have been published. Maybe you will find one that fits your class that you can use. And there is really a variety of categories, as you can see, and also different age groups. So that's pretty much about Storyboard. So the last thing for you to check out if you were interested in creating library or even a fundraising, then there's more information here for you to see. And that's all. Thank you.